There's evidence of this happening in the real world now. Originating as a startup rising from the ashes of healthcare.gov saga, the USDS is now what they refer to as a network of teams, working across the departments of Homeland Security, Veterans Affairs, Defense, Education, Health and Human Services, and the Small Business Administration. They are organized by services. For example, Veterans Services are digitizing immigration services, systems, and they comprise a diverse set of team members all focused on improving or even rethinking those critical services. So instead of being on the design team, for example, a designer would be deployed to work on one of those services. And most importantly, each service and its associated team has a dedicated leader called a product owner by the USDS, who has the authority and responsibility to assign tasks and work elements, make business, product, and technical decisions, and is accountable for the success or failure of the overall service. Now, team based approaches organized around a mission, service, or a specific outcome bring a diverse set of perspectives together. One person, or even a few similarly skilled people, can't see the whole of something as complex as, say, government policy change. This is exemplified by an old parable of the blind men and the elephant. As you can see, or as you can imagine, given the task of seeing an elephant without sight, each person on their own only forms a narrow picture in their mind based on what they can experience. But when a diverse team is brought together, each individual's perspective and set of skills can help form a much more complete and informed picture. Okay, I'll admit it. There's a different elephant in the room here. See, get what I never mind. Especially if you're not in a senior position, you're not necessarily going to be able to change the structure of your team or organization. We get that. But you can make inroads. As we've already seen, the structure is a reflection of your organizational culture, which is rooted in values. You can't change values just by wanting to, but you can change actions and behaviors, which does shift values over time. Let's let's look at an example of this in action. In his book, Team of Teams, General Stanley McChrystal describes how the traditional command and control structure of the military prevented the Joint Special Operations Task Force from adapting to the extremely unique and fast moving challenges in the early days of the Iraq War. What he did was break the command and control structure, decentralizing decision making authority to small, specialized teams. He also created a data and operations group, which acted as a service providing real time data to those teams. He didn't change the structure of the military overall, he just found a way to work more flexibly within it. And when it showed more demonstrable results, people paid attention. What this means for you is finding the right opportunity to demonstrate how a new approach can work. So, what you really need is a project. People are one of the most critical elements to projects. Understanding how they are organized and work together can make a huge difference in how projects play out.